Hey guys, this is Josh, call sign Banger. We're here today with the Labor Day edition of the Evike box of awesomeness. This thing sold out in like 2 minutes, so super lucky to get one. It's a big boy. Couldn't really, if I put it on the normal table that I put over here, kind of like all you could see over it was my head. So I kind of just have it stacked on some other empty previous mystery boxes. But yeah, let's get into this thing and see what we got. It's 25 pounds in a pretty good sized box. We'll crack her open with the B&T USW mag from the WAG bonus giveaway. Anybody who hasn't yet, make sure to check out the Airsoft Club weekly giveaways, bonus giveaways. If you like giveaways, definitely look into it. We shouldn't use the feed lips. We use the corner of the bottom. That thing's pretty sharp. Pretty quick work of the packing tape. Alright. We got paper. Holy jeez, they're just sending them by the box these days. We got, good God, there's a bunch of them. Oh, no, that's the playing card. Yes, that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one somewhere else in the... Oh, there is. I thought it looked like a 6-pack in the picture. We got a 6-pack of some Evike can popper targets. Those things are actually kind of super fun. I'm kind of a nerd. I'll bring an airsoft gun out to like a real range and, you know, blink at some little aluminum targets. And we have the Jack of Diamonds with the Salient Arms M870 Mark II, one of the Cam 870 shotguns. Okay. I got one of those, but mine's not the SAI version. Alright. Little first, we have a spring-powered SIG P228. I was going to say, does it not give a model? There's no... Oh, okay, it's written on the one side of it. Yep, a spring SIG 228. Feels super light, and the included BBs are green. So that's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen green, probably .12s before. I feel like those would be a nightmare to try to watch, like go through the woods to see where you're shooting. Alright. 2 boxes in here, and so I think the top one is the actual win, so we'll leave that in the bottom. Pull out the first gun here. Yeah. So we have a SEMA CM703 sniper rifle. Bolt action. It says it's the Pro Sniper version. Got a little manual, little loader. Kind of looks like an almost VSR 10 style magazine, but probably proprietary. It is actually a lot heavier than these things look like they are in the picture. I'm actually really surprised as to just how much this weighs, seeing how it kind of looks like it was just a polymer stock in a metal barrel. Yeah, let's crack into this bad boy. Oh, God, plastic's annoying. Alright. Oh, yeah, hold on, jamming rod under there. Yeah, that is actually pretty heavy. Nice rail on top already for some optics. Big old thick bolt barrel that is definitely all metal. The stock, even though it's polymer, there is a lot of weight because there's kind of a metal chunk of receiver here in the middle. There's a little polymer to either side of it, but it definitely, I don't know, maybe the outside's, but it definitely feels like there's metal up in the middle of that. But it is definitely heavy towards the back of the barrel region, but it gives it a pretty nice balance right around the mag well though. So it's not too bad. You would think that the front end would be a lot heavier than the back, just being that this is all polymer. But it is a pretty decent polymer, and the end of the stock seems like it's got a pretty decent bit of weight, even though it's polymer. So it kind of balances it out pretty decent. On the bolt, that's actually not a bad bolt pull. I hope it shoots fairly hard. Usually a lot of sniper rifles, if they've got a pretty stiff spring out of the box, have a pretty hard pull to them. But that's actually not too bad. I think these things are kind of proprietary, and so there's not a lot of parts out there for them. That's probably why they didn't probably sell super well and ended up in a mystery box. But it is a pretty nice looking sniper. If I can at least get like a hop up and a barrel for it, I might be able to turn that into something worth fielding. All right, and then we have the EMG Helios Daniel Defense License. I guess we can kind of bump the tripod. All right, we have the EMG Daniel Defense Licensed Helios. Let's get the cover off of there. And the foam. And bam, the Daniel Defense Mark 18. Got the old licensed trademark Daniel Defense receiver down on the side down here, and of course the Daniel Defense licensed Mark 18 style rail, typical birdcage flash hider, some polymer flip up sights. The rail is metal. The receiver is, I can't tell. Kind of feels polymer, but this thing is heavy as heck. Maybe it's just the rail. Well, that might be metal. Stuff still, it sounds solid either. It kind of, on one side it kind of sounds like polymer, but like kind of hollow like polymer usually does. But on the other side it kind of sounds more like it's aluminum. It's not really cold to the touch like aluminum really is, which kind of makes me feel like it's polymer. Like if I grip the handguard, it's definitely cooler than the body. But it is solid either way for being a short gun. And it's funny because I was actually just considering converting one of my MTWs into a Mark 18 to run my ML36 under. But I guess now we have an AEG option to do the same thing with. We get single-sided controls. I guess the lefties are out of luck. Typical SOP mod style adjustable stock. Nice little knurled castle nut. I mean, obviously you're usually going to use the tool for a castle nut, so I'm not really sure why it needs to be knurled, but it actually does give it a real nice look. And that's kind of the only unfortunate thing I feel like I see is that it seems like the rail is the Mark 18 that just has the the screws holding it in the top and bottom in place, and doesn't have a QD mount anywhere. But it's definitely a fun little gun. That'll definitely be my like backup if the MTW goes down. Oh, there we go. That's better. Yeah, not bad at all. I like it. Yeah, I do believe this was one of the base box, but this was either my first or second base box. I would have been real happy with either this one or the pistol box that came with the Super Shorty M4 that had the I think it was the Strike Industries ARC pistol with it. I got a bunch of Glocks, so it would have fit the holsters I already got, and the little stubby M4 seemed kind of cool. So that box and this box were the two out of them that were really kind of my preference, I guess, out of the base boxes. So, even for being a base box, I can't complain, because if I'd had to pick a base box, this was probably the one that I would have picked. So, not a bad little gun. And I feel like these things had like a SEMA Platinum gearbox or something in them too, so they should be pretty decent as far as rate of fire and being a solid little gun. So yeah, that'll definitely see some use for sure. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed. It's a nice little box, even for being a base box. Definitely happy with the pulls. So if everybody had a good time, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good YouTube stuff. You guys know what to do. And have a great night.